Wacha, 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 wacha. You remember those movies where like the lady would take off a glove or a man and they'd be like, whoopah, whoopah. Sometimes that's how I feel when I take these little drawing gloves off. So happy Sunday, day of rest, day of glamour. Let's just jump right back in. Last time I was working on the hands. Maybe I should have hit them. Charlie, hello. Happy Sunday to you and your family. Just want to clarify, this is an art account. This is a man. He's wearing some shorts. We're just chilling. And let me know if the music is too loud. I hope I'm on the right layer. Yes, we're on the right layer. Phil? Are you here, Phil? I just saw it pop up. Mr. Phil? Charlie, I like the man's shorts. Yeah, I made them pretty short this time. Maybe I should have given it a little more length. Thanks for liking the live. Thank you. So what are your guys' fashion goals for this week? Charlie, we'll start with you, babe. What are your fashion goals? Oh, there's like something crunchy on there. You're here. Hello, babe. Bruh, I don't even know, honestly. And I don't know if... You know what? That is a look. Tell me how that goes. That is quite the goal, babe. But I hope that's not gonna get you in trouble. Tom Jokas, how are you today? I'm pretty good. I just ate dinner. So I'm pretty... You know when you get kind of sleepy after you eat? I'm kind of in that space. Like, I'm kind of sleepy. Like a post-feast nap. Maybe I should have taken a nap. How are you? And also, Timiokas, what is your fashion goal for this week? If you could please let me know. Oh my gosh, there's like something crunchy. Charlie, I got air fresheners at Walmart. Does cashmere wood sound like it smells good? Yeah, that's a smell that I would pick. I'm scared of those car fresheners. Did you guys see that girl who got some from Bath and Body? And it was so hot in her car that they couldn't handle it. And she was in the hospital. So I'm just gonna have a stinky car. shouldn't smell bad, but... Subpar viewer, hello babe. Where did you find this picture of a man of my dreams? Also, hey, hope you've had a great weekend. Thank you, babe. It's been an alright weekend. And thank you. Is this is your dream man? What is the name of your dream man, babe? What do you call him? Jake, hello, love. Clay. Every time I hear the name of Clay, I think of Clay Aiken. You guys probably don't know who that is. But he is a... Wait, did he come out? Clay Aiken? Charlie, honestly, Sunday is like a filler episode. I feel that. You gotta go soon? You didn't tell me your fashion goals for the week. Subpar viewer, his name is Christian. Like that, Christian. I think of Clay Gensis. I have no idea who that is. Clay Gensis. Tom Holland. You want to dress like Tom Holland? Oh, Jensen. Oh no, now Clay is a cursed name. I think so. Right? Because he wasn't really fooling anyone. Same with David Archuleta. It's like, girl, we've been known. Bye, Timiokas. Oh, Jake, what is your fashion goals for this week? The cat, hello babe. I don't know why, but as soon as I joined, I thought of Santa Claus when I kind of saw this. Santa Claus is a babe. If it wasn't for Mrs. Claus, I would be Mrs. Claus. Mitchell Claus. Jake, my fashion goals are to finish my laundry and try to get more creative with my outfit choices. Ooh, I love that. Laundry, you can forget about that. You know, that's like whatever. But more creative. That's fun. I hope you wear like a really cool hat. Have you ever tried a halter top? I haven't. I don't think I could pull that off. Santa is Israel. I don't think I ever believed in Santa when I was a kid. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play along. The softest pillow. Thanks for the follow, babe. What is the softest? I actually don't sleep with pillows because I have a very large head. That if I do sleep with a pillow, I wake up with like a pain in my neck. So I sleep just flat. Subpar viewer, I want to see how long I can wear all black before I run out of clothes. Ooh, subpar viewer, that's a good fashion goal. Do you only wear black? I used to be someone who would wear mainly black. But then I felt like I looked like a Sephora worker, or like that I worked at a haircutting studio. The cat. My mom taped a paper on my wall today that says chores to do, keep your room clean. Fair enough. I hope she knows I'm gonna forget about it the next day. Just hide the note. Subpar viewer. Nah, I do lots of colors, but usually monochrome fits. Ooh, I like that. I like a monochrome fit. That'd be fun, just wearing all black. Monochrome. What's a good color that looks nice on you? I look best in jewel tones. Jake, I wore black a lot because it was easy and flattering. It is flattering. Very forgiving. Unless the background is white. I get gray socks. I like getting gray socks because they don't fade. Because I don't like to separate my colors when I do laundry. I just throw it all in there. I don't care. And when I get white socks, they'll turn like pink or whatever. So I'm like, I'm just gonna start getting gray socks or like socks that are already off-white. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Recently got into beige and off-white cream color, and I love it so far. I love off-white creams. Those are good choices. But I don't look good in my favorite color, which makes me sad. Jake. OxyClean. Miracles for restoring white things gently. Maybe I'll try that. Because I have some socks that are just obliterated. Definitely not white anymore. That's so sad. What is your favorite color? It is sad. I even have the clothing that I buy in that color, then I put it on, and my skin looks green. I look very sallow. My favorite color is millennial pink. It's like a very light, dusty pink. So, my bed is pink. I made it. If I can't wear it, I made my bed sheets that color. Jake, witch undertones? Like a witch? Pink under? Oh, like green. Yeah, I do have like green undertones. So pink looks really strange on my skin. I love lavender. Lavender is my favorite color. Lavender is really pretty. Do you look good in lavender? Why is the tip so crunchy? Subpar viewer. My favorite color is black, but for people who don't count that as a color, I'd say gold. Ooh, this is one of my favorite games. I forgot that this is a game that I used to do. Can someone name me a color, and I'll try to find it. Oh yeah, this is my Instagram, by the way, where I post my finished art. Black isn't a color, it's a shade. It depends in what sense. In some senses, it's a lack of color. In some senses, it's all the colors mixed together. It's kind of wacky. Let's start with lavender. Lavender is kind of like this. A little more in the blue. I'm gonna do like a light lavender or like a brighter lavender. Does that look like lavender to y'all? Maybe a little lighter. Would you guys say that that's lavender? Gold. I don't know if I can do gold on here. What's the game again? I missed it. Oh, just name me a wacky color and I'll try to match it. It does look like lavender? Yay! Okay, so this is lavender to me. What other colors? Give me some colors, babes. Lavender. Well, you guys think I can try to do gold, but that'll be really hard because this isn't metal. Olive green. Ooh, that's a good one. Olive green. Is that more yellow? I'm gonna say this. And then there's like a red little olive and ooh. Is that olive green? Chartreuse. I don't even know what that is. Chartreuse. In my mind. Chartreuse. I have no idea. Chartreuse. I'm gonna guess chartreuse is like that. Is this chartreuse? Like a dark burnt umber. I think that's a little darker for the olive. Okay, what about this one for olive green? What does chartreuse look like? Whoa. Chartreuse isn't even what I imagined. Is that chartreuse? The grass that started to dry. Maybe if the chartreuse was like more muted, I would like it. Or like darker. Good to know I don't like chartreuse. Is that your favorite color, Jake? I'm sorry. Subpar viewer, what kind of iPad is this? This is the iPad Pro, the biggest one. I don't remember the dimensions. Okay, maybe I should just start doing art. Well, I learned what chartreuse is today. Look at me learning things. Jake, haha, it's not an attractive color. Almost swampy. Yeah, it's very like Shrek vibes. Subpar viewer. I would love to get into drawing, but my man will never be as oily as yours. Hey, that's okay. Do you have, what iPad do you have? Maybe I should work on the face a little. He's got some eye goops going on. Goopy. Gwyneth Paltrow goop. warmth in there. He has a large forehead, head like me, so I kind of connect to him in that way. Shout out if you have a large forehead. I see you. We are sisters. I have a 9th gen iPad. Oh, I don't know what that is. But can you use Procreate on that? Jake, I feel seen. Jake, I didn't know you had a large forehead. Reno, man, I haven't seen you in a while. Are you okay? Welcome back. Sorry, I haven't joined in a while. It's okay, love. Subpar viewer. I can use Procreate, I just don't have the pencil. In the meantime, you should try go to the dollar store. They have really good styluses there, but it doesn't have that precision awareness, but you can still get a lot done. You just have to manually change the size of the brush. But that's it. Reno, man, I had a really bad throat thing. You had, so that's in the past. I'm glad that you're doing better, though. Sorry. Darn throat things. Was it an easy recovery, or were you out for a bit? I still haven't gotten sick. You know how you get that one sickness once a year, but I think it's because I am not working at an office anymore. My human interaction is limited. So I've been doing okay. You were out. New mustache. Oh yeah, we got some little swirly. So he's from the 1900s or 1800s, whenever Lincoln was alive. I'm imagining this is Lincoln's sneaky link, his side piece, best friend. Is that bad that I don't know if Lincoln's he's probably from the 1900s. 1800s would be like a stretch. Let's give him some nostrils. Nostril for your thoughts. His nostrils are kind of lopsided, kind of like mine. My lobsters, my nostrils are lopsided. How have you been? I've been good. Can't complain. Thanks for asking. Do you guys like this mustache? Because I could also just have it be like the normal straight across. Oh, Reno Man, I forgot to ask you, babe. What are your fashion goals for this week? Bring a little bit of pink in there. This side of the face needs to be darker. Maybe I should have done a warmer color. Oh well. Oh no. Yeah, shout out to myself. This is my IG. This is where I post my finished art. Jake, it's just me and you. Tell me your secrets. Tell me a secret. I think that's you. No one even said goodbye. Little nose contour. Put that in there. Now let's do like lower nose. Whoa. I think I made his nose a little too small. Jake, one time I R'd over an old lady in Arizona and I just kept driving. You know what? I have a similar story, babe. Just kidding. 30 Rock quote. Oh, yeah, I was kidding too. Ha! I love 30 Rock. And I really liked that Kimmy Schmidt show. I wish they would do more of that. That show was really fun. Kimmy Schmidt was great. Yeah, it was good. I was cackling. I loved, I forgot all their names, but like the glamorous mom, the Titus, so good. Thank you, Mongoose, for the follow. Mongoose is a bike brand. I remember my parents got my brother a Mongoose bike when he was a child, and he loved it. TJ, hello, love. I'm glad you liked the house. I didn't get to narrate or show you the inside. Yeah, I was curious about that. That's why you asked me what kind of house I liked. It all makes sense. Brandon Flowers, hello, love. Welcome to TJ Maxx, where you're a Maxinista. LOL. Anthony Portugal, I love how you whisper. Yeah, sometimes I'm a whisper talker. With my friends, sometimes I find myself just whispering, and they'll be like, why are you whispering? And like, I don't know. So I do this in real life too. Sometimes I just like to be a little mysterious. But it doesn't help that I mumble a lot too. Senua. What is Senua? Is that a country? You guys should try it though. When you're like hanging out with your friends, just start whispering whatever you were gonna say. See what they do. And sometimes they'll whisper back to you. And then you're just whispering about whatever. Jake, I would make you read me bedtime stories. I would love that. I'd read you the Bible. I would read you Julia Fox's memoir. It was very good. Brandon, coquetto, flirtatious, LOL. I'm a really bad flirter. Thanks for liking the live. Everyone left and it was just me and Jake, and we were spilling juicy secrets. TJ, this man is on fire. thank you. Why do British people do that? You know what I mean? Not to be, I'm not being rude, but why when it's thank you, a lot of them say thank you. Thank you. I'm like, what? Same with, they'll put like an R at the end of an A. So in the US, we say Lady Gaga, right? Shout out Lady Gaga, my dear friend. But in the UK, they'll say Lady Gar. Lady Gaga. Like, what? Where's that R coming from? Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Throws me off. Jake, Arnar, Lady Gaga. That's perfect. Thank you, Lady Gaga. I saw it in a movie once. The R, or the... Yeah. It's strange. I don't know. Lady Gaga. What's like another name that ends with an A? Gabriella would be Gabriella. Gabriella. Wow. Oh, Brandon, no, saw it. I saw it on the movie, on the cinema. Yeah. Are they aware? They're aware that they're saying like an R, right? I saw it. And an F, but it's just what they're used to, right? They do that too, LOL. British people. Gotta love them. They're super cute. Would you guys date a British man? It's not working. TJ, yes. Well, TJ, you're gonna have to learn how to put your R's after Lady Gaga, okay? I want you to practice that on your free time. 100%. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Rough around the edges. You would like a rough around the edges British man? Yeah. Like train spotting or something? Thank you, Brandon, for sharing. How much hair is he getting? He is going to have a lot of hair, but it's always tricky when I make him super shiny, because if I make him super hairy, sometimes that hides the shine. So I want him to have a lot of hair, but still visible skin. You know what I mean? Mr. Davis, my Utah sister. Welcome to TJ Maxx, love. Can we get brunch sometime? I love eating, so of course, Mr. Davis. What's a good brunch spot? Since we are basically neighbors. Vecinos. KAT. I love the drawing. See, there's another British way. Drawing. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Thank you, thank you. We're doing a daddy type today. anything with mimosas. Ay, amen to that. Endless. Chase and his dogs. Hello, babe. Mitch, welcome in. What are some Utah facts? Utah's pretty boring. Let's see. Utah facts. Utah facts. We have like the second largest Capitol building aside from the White House, I believe. Right, Jake? Like ours is really gorgeous. The Capitol building is pretty big and glamorous. Your favorite dispatcher here? Like a policeman? What? Utah isn't that boring. It has a bajillion national parks. Oh yeah, okay. That's true. It is very gorgeous. Skiing. And we also have the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yeah, the mountains are really pretty. But I've been scared to hike lately. I want to get some bear spray. Skiing is very glamorous, but watch out for the trees and bears. Not these kind of bears, but maybe both, actually. So, Mr. Davis, I'm asking everyone this question. What are your fashion goals for this week? And Brandon, too. Did I ask you that, Brandon? What are your fashion goals for this upcoming week? And once I asked that, everyone left. So I like coughed and laughed. TJ, did I ask you? TJ, what are your fashion goals for this week? Yeah. Brandon, to lose some libs in 1 week. That doesn't sound fun. TJ, to look like a dad as much as possible. You are already pretty daddy. So, you've basically met your goal. It's more of a long-term thing. Okay. Yeah, I guess you would have to do like a weekly thing anyways. So that makes sense. I tried keto once. Please don't do keto, you guys. I was miserable. Miserable. Les Miserables. That play was written about me on keto. Can you believe? Les Mis. TJ, well, if I met my goal, then focus on trad dad aspect, I guess. Okay. I like that. The vibes. Jake, I hit ketosis and freaked out. It felt so weird. Maybe I never hit it. I was just really hungry and angry. I'm sick of these salads and meat. I don't even like eating meat that much. I'm not a big meat person. So I gotta eat all this meat. How long did you do it for, Jake? I meal prepped for work. Ooh, what is the meal prep, babe? Jake, yeah, that's another downside, starving. Yeah, and I get so cranky when I'm hungry. My hanger is really cruel, so I probably was not the funnest throughout that. Incidentally, salad. LOL. Salads can be good, but if they have like chicken. But I never see that as a meal. I always, if I eat a big salad, I'm like, okay, well that was a little side dish. Where's the big meal? Where's the pasta? Show me the ravioli. Brandon, grilled chicken and apples. Ooh, that sounds good. Wait, together? Separately those sound good, but together? I don't know about that, babe. I think I'm gonna have to try that. Dara, hello, babe. Dara, I'm asking everyone this question. What is your fashion goal for this week? Apples on the side, of course. Okay, Brandon. Whew. I was like, that is some strange combinations, babe. He's hikatosis. TJ, I'm making spring veggie risotto. Am I saying that right? Risotto tomorrow. Can I have a bite? Please. Please. Sounds yummy, especially if you grill the apples too. Wait, Jake, you think apples and chicken mixed together sounds good? Hold up. Mitch, I'll make you risotto. Thank you. I love pasta. I simply adore it. Bury me in pasta. You know, maybe I shouldn't go on a vacation to Paris. Maybe I should just go straight to Italy. Like, whatever. It's not pasta, it's rice? Oh. Rice is good too. That's embarrassing. My bad. But yeah, I would still love some. Jake, yeah, char grilled chicken with grilled apple slices sounds good. Maybe with some barbecue sauce too. Jake, you know what? Maybe. I'm trying to visualize it. Maybe if the apple is, I don't even know. TJ, orzo is pasta. Do you know how to make ravioli? I like ravioli. I should learn how to make that since I'm gonna be single forever. You do. I love that. I love it. Friendship ended with Jake. Now TJ is my best friend. What? I don't know about sauce with the apples. Perhaps it's on the side. Right? That meme, I'm of that meme. That Mimi. I love when my mom calls it Mimi. Look at this Mimi. What is that meme from? Franz Ferdinand? I'll send it to you. Thank you. Thank you, Frankie. Oh, 2.1k likes. Thank you, guys. You guys are really nice to me. I never have that many viewers, but somehow I managed to get a good like. Thank you. Y'all are diamonds. Brandon, season it with a smidgen of lemon pepper. I finally learned not to be so heavy-handed with it. Lemon pepper. Yeah, I'm pretty heavy-handed with stuff too, so I get it. I totally understand. I need to take a cooking class. Currently, I only know how to make grilled cheese. I think that's about it. Maybe I should just get experimental with the grilled cheese. Add some rosito. I'll give you a lesson. Ooh, could you teach me how to make ravioli? Jake, the New York Times cooking app changed my life. Highly recommend. New York Times has a cooking app. I wasn't aware of this. Saved me during lockdown. You just became a chef. Chef Jake. Always frying apples. Did you get experimental with apples? Or grilling them, not frying them? Only ravioli? Not only ravioli, but that's one that I really want. I'd like to learn rosito. You know what fruit I don't like? So apples are good, but I really dislike pears. It's like a dry apple. It's like so gritty. What do you guys think? Do you guys like pears? Pears versus apples. Who is that? Who is the winner? You know what I noticed? A lot of people, once I ask them my question of what their fashion goals are, they just leave. Their weekly fashion goals. I like winter pears. I don't think I've ever had a winter pear. Like Christmas? Crimbus? I've seen ravioli tutorials on here. They seem to be fairly easy. Okay, maybe I'll check those out. But then my FYP will become cooking. Pears are the best. Jake? Are you sure about that, Jake? Apples are too watery. Jake and TJ don't like apples, but like not peaches. Pears? I am baffled, but I'm still okay. Watermelons are too watery. I never got the charm of a watermelon. I might as well just drink a glass of water at that point. Apples are for my doggo. The puppy? I don't know, dogs couldn't have onions. I've been giving my dog onions. But guess I'm not supposed to, so I stopped. Jake, I eat apples all the time because fiber, but pears are delicious. Are pears more expensive? I wonder. Brandon, oh, Grandma taught me how to make meatloaf when she was alive. Made it into burgers. I love meatloaf. Meatloaf is so good. My older roommate would make meatloaf and it would be my favorite thing. So you probably have a really good meatloaf. Brian. Hey, babes. Haven't seen you since last year. What's the tea? Are you mad at me? Icarus. Hey, babe. Howdy. I just got home from my brother and cousin's baby shower. Ooh, was it a boy or a girl? Was that you that said there was a gender reveal? Dogs can't have onions. Their liver, kidneys can't process them like ours can. Dang it. Because I would take the onions out of my burgers and I would give them to the dog. Hopefully she's okay. Brian, no, I have been busy and haven't seen you on either. You have been busy. I understand. So, Brian, a question for you. Brian, what are your fashion goals for next week, this upcoming week? Icarus, the baby's going to be a girl and her name is my middle name. I'm going to be an uncle. Oh, that's so sweet. Congratulations. First time uncle. Same with chocolate and other foods. My friend has a dog, and for the birthday, they make him a chocolate cake, a whole chocolate cake, and the dog eats it. It was a lab. Probably Target clothes. Okay. Target clothes, fashion goal. I like that. You know what brands you like? I respect that. Are you gonna wear any sassy hats? Or purse? I love purses. Brandon, I love being an uncle and therefore a terrible influence on my nephew. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be an uncle for a long time. But I'm sure you're not that bad of an influence. My plain tees. I wish I could pull off plain tees. Being an uncle is the best. Dang. One day, but I'll probably be a really old uncle. I've been an uncle since 4th grade. Are you the youngest of a lot of chitlins, Brian? Are you the baby? You are baby? Yes, the youngest. Maybe we've talked about this. I'm also the youngest. Are you guys the youngest in your family? Everyone else who's in here? Brandon, my nephew is 4 and he has such a little cheeks. Cute. Naturally doesn't like kisses, but I give him some smoochums anyways. Cute. TJ, I am the oldest. Ah, maybe that's why you have that dad energy. Jake, only child. Really? I didn't get that from you. You seem really sweet and self-aware. Brandon, the oldest. Brandon, do people say you have daddy vibes? Icarus, I'm the youngest in my whole family besides the upcoming baby, who might not be my brother's. Oh. Scandalo. But we still love him anyways. Jake, aw shucks. good for you for being a sweet only child. So how do you feel about... Oh, I didn't watch it. I started watching it before dinner. I need to go watch that. I'm only 5 minutes into the episode. Is it good or bad? Brandon, yes, LOL. They tell me I'd be a great parent. I know I would, but too expensive, for real. Very expensive. So both you, Brandon, and TJ are the oldest, and you guys have daddy vibes. Brian, frowny face. Yeah, I was trying to find RuPaul's Drag Race on the website that I was using, but they didn't upload the 14th episode. So I had to go to some really wacky website, and I'm watching like some crazy bootleg version. It just doesn't look like good quality. And I'm only 5 minutes into it. Icarus, I want to be a father so badly. Oh, curse Guad for giving me L parts. There's always, what is that? Yeah, that's so expensive. I think we talked about this. Surrogate is so expensive. Huh. We just gotta start saving up now, babe. It's a reenactment of the latest episode. It's a reenactment of the latest episode. Oh, what? What do you mean by that? So it's the same thing? Oh, that would actually be really funny. No, I mean like bootleg, as in I think someone like literally filmed the TV screen. Like they screen grabbed it. Because the one that I was watching on had like HD and stuff like that. But this one is like a little shoddy, a little pixelated. Color grading is really wacky. I was thinking so too. That would have been great. We should do a bootleg version. That'd be chic. Thank you. Andrew, welcome back, babe. Thanks for liking the live. This probably doesn't look a lot different from last time. Nah, I just wanted to do... Oh, yes, I love America's Next Top Model. I grew up on that. And in my hand, I have one picture. I want to be Janice Dickinson. Her TikTok is pretty funny. And Tyra Banks, I can't believe some of the challenges that they made these poor women do. Like looking back, I'm like, whoa. Scandalous. But it was a crazier time. I want to be Miss J and Tyra at the same time. A mashup. I love that. I love that. I can be Janice and... Who else was a good judge? No, I'm good with just Janice. You don't have a picture because you don't deserve one. Oh my gosh. That's psychological trauma. But I'm seeing like old contestants pop up on TikTok that they're like, yeah, they're like talking about it. I think one popped up yesterday. It's funny seeing them. Nigel was hot. Hot man. I will never forget that birth. That was a good one. Or when, like, with Nicole, it's a double elimination, but then I was like, psych, we're both going. She was like, what? Twiggy was really good. I did love Twiggy. They went through a lot of judges, huh? They need to bring that show back. But I don't think it would be politically correct anymore. Not that it ever was, just that we were not the brightest back then with that kind of stuff. Jake, all right, gotta go to bed. Nighty night. Good night, Jake. I want to hear more apple recipes. When we talk again, please. And good luck on your fashion goals for next week. I'm fading as well. You're fading? What do you mean you're fading? Brian, the deaf guy that won. Oh, yeah, and then he was like, bi. Oh my gosh. DeMarco. So hot. Him and the other girl were probably the most, with the vitiligo, were probably the most successful. Fading to dad slumber. Let's tuck you in, babes. Shark lover, hello. Welcome to America's Next Top Model. Okay, Shark lover and Andrew, what are your fashion goals for next week? I would like to hear them, please. Every time I ask someone that, they leave. Except for a few of you. Norman Reedus Insta stories give me life. Ooh, what is it? That guy's hot. What's going on in the stories? Shark lover, to stop putting black clothes on all the time. Ooh, that was the complete opposite of someone else. That's a good one. I'm kind of doing that one too. Andrew, I want to wear a beret. Ooh, wee wee. I like that. I think I got a beret, but my head was too big. Heck yeah. What color beret? TJ, it's either the cherubs take me or it will be my witching hours. Witching hours. 3 a.m. Brian, this guy looks similar to my husband Carl, except he doesn't have facial hair. The husband. So this is Mr. You should tell your husband to grow his beard out, and then we'll just say this is him. Thanks for the likes. Okay. Good night, TJ. I think I'm gonna head out too. Thank you guys for being here and for being nice to me. If you want to help me out, watch my recent videos. This is my IG. I love you guys, and I have 5 photos in my hands, and all of us are going to Rancho Cucamonga. Eva always stays exactly